There's a funk around the internet, and I think it's only fair that we dive in. I hope you had your tetanus shot.
No! Stop thinking for yourself again!
Holy sneaker flaps. It's been a long time since I've been in this room. I tell you though, it's something doesn't feel right about it. Let's just try. No, that doesn't do much better. Ah, that's more like it. I'm Scott Black, and this is some late night shots of the news that are making its way into our pores and causing a mental breakout. Folks in the US are losing their minds. And no, I'm not talking about what happened last November, but it does have something to do with it. Mainly President Sorry, it's just, you say it in your head and it's fine, but you try to get it out and it just doesn't come. President this guy has been making the news recently because he's come out and taken a hard stand. Not for anything that he promised during his election, mind you, but instead he's having a go at NFL players and athletes in general for their peaceful protest, I might add, about the injustices happening to African Americans in the United States today. Now, of course, what this means is that players in the NFL especially have been taking a knee during the national anthem to protest. And people are seeing this as a smite against America, a smite against the flag. Trump even went so far to call them sons of bitches. Presidential things. It's funny, it might have taken him a couple days to condemn Nazis, but, right on top of this one. Many, of course, have taken to social media to voice their outrage, saying that this peaceful protest is disrespectful to military veterans and the flag. Geez, it'd be nice if they were as offended about this whole kneeling thing as they were, the killing of African Americans. What really stands out for me is that some of the people that are offended about this offense towards the flag now are the same people that were up in arms about the Confederate statues being taken down and the Confederate flag being deemed offensive. The Confederate flag. The flag flown by the army that fought against the flag that they're now saying is being offended now. Makes sense. What I really take away from this is that, jeez, they love flags over there. Love them. They love this flag. They love that flag. But not so crazy about this one. Some, including President Trump, it's not getting any easier. Some, including the president, have said this isn't a racist thing, and that they just don't want politics to interfere with their football. Because when has football ever been racist? Oh. Now, from my homeland to the land down under, and Australians are still fighting for marriage equality, because it seems that some people's thinking is as old-fashioned as our internet connection. Seriously, we might actually have this all sorted out by the time this video uploads. You got mail. The Prime Minister, this guy. Nope, that's a jackass. This guy. Is that the same picture? Anyway. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull wanted a peaceful debate over the matter. Yeah, okay, Malcolm, we all want something. I wanted Bernie Sanders to win the U.S. election, but that ain't happening. The postal vote, which of course is a non-binding vote, the government doesn't have to do anything with it, has done nothing but divide Australians into two camps, those voting yes and those voting no. I mean, there are some people who are like, I don't care, but, you're not fooling anybody. Those on the voting no side have, of course, acted with grace and civility. I'm kidding. No, they've been monsters. While there are sane people on both sides that are acting civil, there are those extremists that, of course, are taking to vandalizing houses, stealing ballot papers from people's mailboxes, and, of course, launching campaigns saying that marriage equality is actually an attack on freedom of speech. Really? Attack on freedom of speech? That's like saying that all voting is a vote for banging a nail into your forehead with a brick. It just doesn't really go together. I don't want to seem biased, of course. There have been extremists on the yes side as well. They've been doing things like, they've been hanging flags, and having peaceful rallies. Oh, I know. They also sent a text message to people's phones over the weekend, and that has pissed people right off. Yes, believe it or not, people were offended by a single text message that went out to their phones over the weekend saying that they should vote yes for marriage equality. Wow, the gall! How they people would have felt if they had violated airspace. Like that. Or like that. They would have been pissed. Maybe the No campaign is just mad that they didn't think of this first because, planes are expensive. Super expensive, you guys. Seriously, have you ever tried to rent one? It's ridiculous. Now look, I know I'm just a guy in an ill-fitting suit on YouTube, but I also like to view myself as a rational human being that likes to attack these problems from the outside. I like to get the conversation going. I like to think that I sit down with everyone, listen to their concerns, their thoughts, look at some of their amazing propaganda, and really try to get to the heart of the problem, but also to try to find the things that bring us together, the common ground. And I think in both of these cases I found it. One, everyone loves a flag. Seriously, they're a flag for everything. Love a flag. Who doesn't love a flag? Secondly, everybody poops. Seriously, it's not highbrow, but it's true. And lastly, I think we can all agree, these two guys have got to go. Seriously, like next election, outskis, gone. See you later. That's all the time we have for this week's, but I want to know what you think. Put your Phil DeFranco-like comments down below. Try to keep it civil, or at least, be clever about it. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so here. That's my Twitter address. You also like and subscribe to this channel. We've got videos coming out all the time starting this week, so it's been pretty exciting. And, hey, next week, 7 days, we'll be right back. We can do it. It's only 7 days. What could go wrong? See you next time.
No!